working pretty well.
No, they said mine just on
And I can even do this, while I'm going like this, I can do this. What? That's the wrong one. There we go. It's a pain in the ass to keyframe that shit. It's worth for the game. What? For the love of the game.
No. 10% luck, 20% skill, 50% concentration power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% fighting. Remember the name.
I'm jumping on the mushroom.
The way she reacts is like in fucking Oblivion when you fight someone, they just like go like this. I was laughing my ass off the other day. Oh no! Fuck! Oh no!
Oh my god! It's an Athena action figure.
Oh my god!
The fuck you just called me?
Athena there?
What the f- Ow! What the f-
I whip you to shreds!
I'm getting started.
Never do that
Oh
again.
my god.
No promises.
Dead.
What did you do to make that noise? How did you make that noise? Black your teeth or your jaw?
Bro, I remember when you were eating starfishes as like baby Calypso and making that noise.
Yeah.
So the character sheet is now in the reviewing state.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please make your way inside the lobby now.
No!
I gotta piss first.
You can tell me what to do.
Is it okay if I start from Champion's Isle or no?
In October, yeah, that'd be great.
Hold on, I gotta kick Nietzsche and Kaiga.
Oh.
Go on, it's your few seconds. 1, 2, 3.
You better run in. You better run in.
Yes, you can start from Champions Island.
Okay. What? Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go. actually get to relax for a bit. Cool. Oh, God. I should probably let them rest, actually. Good seeing you, Kiri. Hey, Grey Warden.
Hello, Spark Plug.
If any of you were here, I would ask you for advice. I feel like I'm lost. But I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm following my heart, but I just need help. I really do. I know I keep saying that I wish I got to know you. And I still do. But I can't dwell on that right now. We may have possibly found the door. And I'm hoping soon we can do our job and let this all come to an end. And if that means you being gone forever, then I think I'm Except that I may not be attached like the others here, but I do know you gave us something to believe in. Always have, and always will. Keep it together, Korra. Keep it together. Still gotta work on that a bit, I guess. Hey, Kiri. Didn't want to wake you when you were sleeping.
Yeah, I had a tough day.
I guess, you know
I
what?
fought a big giant tree golem thingy.
Giant tree go that huh.
It was about the size of the building.
That's terrifying to think about in some aspects. But it's good to see both
it was
of you.
terrifying. It was difficult, but we worked pretty good together. We went with the whole team,
That's good, at least.
so I can concentrate on shields and healing and smoke. That's what I did mainly. And fire, because I figured out that trees burn good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trees are made of wood and leaves, which tend to be extremely flammable. So, I'm just glad I get a break for a bit.
Just don't skip leg day.
For me, every day is leg day. If I want to be fast, I gotta keep running. For me, okay.
100%.
I might rest a bit and then I might do some training.
Yeah, we can train together.
Well, I did. Of course. Speaking of that, I saw Kaiga walk up to the tea house, so I would assume a lot of them are all up there, so I'm gonna go say hi since it's been a while. You both take care.
I should do that too. Oh. Yeah. Send my greetings.
I will.
No, not you. Gremlin.
And from all I know, they're not the strongest.
On her head.
Doing okay, boy?
Attacked one of her, one of them.
The transports, from what I understand.
It was already the time when I shut down with anything else because it was after war and I was sparring and just needed time for myself. So all of that happened around the time when I wasn't in the picture anymore.
I see.
But from all I know, she pissed them off on a degree, well, not as high as a degree as I did, but on a really high degree. So on a weekly basis, the bounty hunters came after her, and every time she killed them, the bounty hunters got stronger, got more upgrades, etc.
But you're not going after them, right?
I can't. There are others. No, I would do more
Full
damage if I
errand.
would good.
I can't either myself. I have other duties. As much as I would like to wring their necks.
If I start coming up in the picture again, the technician comes back into the picture again. I helped her out one time and one time only.
Let
There
things
are
play
others.
out naturally. Sooner or later, karma will take them.
If it's one thing I learned from this place and I learned from David is when to not act.
Which means you've grown quite a bit since when you first started coming here.
Well, if any of your Stormbreakers are looking for rest, I don't know if any... I know there's one who's been by here. Is it that logo with gold?
It's a
The,
shark logo
wolf one.
in yellow and black.
I've seen the wolf one here before. They're a wolf, right? I
Hi,
don't
Miss
know.
Q.
A wolf?
Alright.
You tall one with
A bit
jacket
exhausted,
uses
but
big gun.
I'm doing okay to an extent.
What was his name?
Leon?
Like nature.
Ah,
Leon.
Leon came to Heaven's Reach? For what reason?
To relax.
Not sure. He was relaxing
How did
and
he
then
even... How did he even get wind of this place?
We have an apartment.
According
I
to
have no
what I've
idea.
heard, there's actually been some rumors about this place floating around your bar. One of the people who actually had made a request to enter here mentioned that they heard it at the sink or swim. Swim or
You know
sink.
how I am with, material shit, really early,
Oh,
lots
so
of stuff.
that's why that other one's up there then.
Shit, steady. And what you're seeing
I'm going to be
like,
truthful.
on a fucking
You're gonna
bonfire.
have to be careful around my people.
Sure.
They're good at heart, but still,
400 crit to you. It just hits a bad.
we're criminals.
It's not like I've done any better.
No kitchen.
Goodness, it's not like half the people here in Heaven's Reach have done any better in their own lives.
I'm just saying, I
We're
know
all
how much you
criminals
guys
in some
are
people,
on
I think.
respecting the
Being better.
rules. And don't get me wrong, I'm the same way. But I can fully... I can see some of my people just walking into houses here. and taking a
Okay,
seat.
guy.
Well,
Well, they can't take anything.
they will be dealt with the same way that they would be dealt with in their own home. I'll say it that way.
Get shot.
Figured I'd
deal
at
with
least give you a
people with my
warning,
own
a
home?
heads up.
My home is still in shambles.
What did you say, boy?
I'm sorry.
Miss Q?
You hold me
Yes,
short
sir.
for a second.
Whenever Inferior comes by, since I know he's taking over the task from David while he is indisposable, I would like to talk with him and maybe also you about like setting up, regular training again.
Not a bad
course.
idea. Brutus was wanting to stretch his arms a bit today anyway.
It's definitely something that I guess, since David's been wanting to meditate after what has happened.
In between trains, we can always punch each other respectfully.
Yeah, true.
I'll be back momentarily. I have to look at something.
Of course.
Take care, Athena.
But yes, as it stands, I don't have any qualms with it. If anything, the most that I want to do is just make sure that the system has been fireproofed appropriately.
Speaking
so
of
to speak.
that, I should probably write up on the
Was
report
there
on
any
what
hiccups,
happened
or-
recently in Hollow City.
Unfortunately, I wasn't involved in the repair, so I'll have to ask Inferior about that.
Oh, then we can do that when he shows up. I think he sent me a text that he's late, stuff at work.
That's perfectly fine.
It's kind
We
of funny
can
now
have
he's
it
my
when
double
he
boss
shows up.
because I already worked for his company outside and now he's taking over David's. He's a double boss of mine now.
Oh god, it sounds like me almost.
I'm gonna be in the arena a bit
Hmm.
and
I
just
lost one responsibility then.
train for myself. Want to find out what caused the scars last time.
What happened?
I was letting out emotions, you could say. I was fighting the Sachi clock on full strength, and at a certain point my body started to rip apart. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't because of him.
Maybe a higher influx of energy that your
Channeling
body
the
can't.
energy. Yeah. It will rip apart your body, which is technically why in the world I immediately began to pull it out of you, trying to ensure that, well, if you push too much of it through your body, you're going to start losing cohesion and just become part of the cosmos itself.
The vessel that I have from David told me is a muscle. You gotta train that, otherwise it rips apart. Which is what happened initially with him and how he obtained these powers in the first place. He got ripped apart by the power. The cosmic energy.
Yes. He was oh so stubborn and didn't want to leave the area despite us telling him the warnings of the cosmic energy.
I don't know much about him.
He's too stubborn to die, it seems. Anyone else being exposed to the amount of radiation that he did probably would have passed away in mere moments, but he was able to hold on.
We're seeing how he can hold Camus so, like, that a long time, that extend amount of time, because he's stoned.
Considering his history and what he's been through, I'm not too surprised. And by all technical definitions, the material composition that he was formerly made of probably helped as well.
Boy, quick question. When we went to Hollow City, did you get any pictures by any chance or no? I'll probably ask Ethereal then.
Doing alright today? Despite, the other stuff, obviously.
Now that I've had some time to think,
I was very injured.
Sorry, I just had a distraction. But now that I've had some time to think, I'm doing okay. When I first came down from my isle, my mind was still in a tizzy. There's a certain level of me that wants to, well, like anyone would, rip people apart for what they've done to those that I care about. But I am more than just a leader to my people. My own existence is intrinsic to their own, so even me getting alone, going in alone into an endeavor could risk my entire people, so I'm not about to do that. It's the hardest part of it all, honestly. Being able to do something about it, but knowing that doing that will gain enemies that you don't need to bother with at that point in time.
Understood.
I have enough to deal with everything that's going on my end, let alone the stuff that's also happening here.
Oh, and I will state, when I was walking in, when I was going to bed for the night after we're doing some things, note on the door, that's from someone who called me an abomination once, but it seems their heart was in the right place.
I see.
I don't think they like the one named, I think, Hudson? I don't know. Very mouthy human. Not in a bad way. I'll let other people decide that, though.
Unfortunately, as it stands, unless I personally know them or have someone that I trust, I can't really, vouch for them.
Oh, that's not what I was saying at all.
Oh. I thought that's what you meant by judgment.
No. I met them, they seemed like a good person, but, if I see them, I'll let them know that they need to actually communicate with someone. But either way, I wish I could help out with whatever hell's going to come. I did that war before, and I killed the foreman once. But I don't think that will happen again. I have other things to do, as I stated. This is... It's weird to say something is beneath me, but I don't mean it like that.
Trust me. As a person who often says things like that, I know what you mean without actually taking any kind of negative connotation from it. I mean,
If I see an elefbot in the open door, I'll just
Man, people are
and walk
fun.
away. I don't like them. They liquefy people. Not fun.
Tall.
Elefbots are not fun to deal with.
Tall.
Yeah, I don't like
I
tall
don't
people
either.
either.
So I
They
won't.
look at fire hits.
I won't deal with them. I will not deal with them again.
what?
Fair.
Did you just say liquefy your hips?
Who would liquefy their hips? Oh my lord.
Is that like a
You heard what I said.
is that like a spell where you can
I
just
need a moment.
cast liquefy hips?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Yes, someone, boy mentioned liquefying hips and they could not keep it together. I don't know what that means.
I feel like it's some spell where you just liquefy
Don't worry
someone's
about it.
hips.
Oh, you both wholesome souls.
Wholesome? I don't have any holes in me. I mean, I do have holes, but...
I'm probably gonna go bother Kaiga in the arena.
Wholesome souls.
Welcome back out of your Q hole, Miss Q.
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna go bother Kaiga for a bit.
My body hurts.
Have you been okay since you came back?
I've been... Besides what me and Poi went through, I've been getting over it, but knowing that other situations, luckily not regarding here, have been arising from what I've heard, I've been just trying to keep a level head and not do something stupid.
My main worry was because I've spoken with Dragono, and apparently, just shortly after your return, you were hounded for your absence. And I was wanting to check in on you in that front, if you're doing okay.
I am fine, thank you, though, Miss Q. I really appreciate it. And I know, my sister Akura got mad at me for, I guess, being gone technically, but how do I... She's upset that she didn't know the true whereabouts of where I was, and I tried explaining to her that I was gone because the reason I was... Sorry, it's just...
You're fine, darling. And by all technical definitions, nothing we told them was a lie.
I mean, I was in Zenthara, so...
And by all technical definitions, if we really wanted to spin it the right way, we could have said that you got nabbed at some point later on.
True.
What's the rat's fault?
At the end of the day, it's no one's fault. Lord knows David doesn't see it that way, but...
Near does Korra. I already sat down and told him if they want to take blame, it's equally both theirs, but we couldn't predict anything. So, that overrides everything else.
Yeah, I guess.
We couldn't predict anything because they said it was quiet for a while.
I mean, to be fair, I say that it was a completely, perfectly fine premise. Imagining that place being so close to the village, and Calypso or her people not having any inkling of that happening. The Ravens are either willfully ignoring it, or there's another reason that they're being discouraged from going there. I find it kind of impossible for them to not know anything. Or more specifically, impossible for them to just, by coincidence, not know something. I very much believe that that's not what I meant. More along the lines of the fact that I believe that if you mean the Ravens playing ignorant, yes.
Yes, that's what I mean, the Ravens.
Yes. And, to be honest, there is probably credence to that theory. Considering the fact that what I do know, the Raven Party was still very protective of Calypso. So, there's a good chance that, now knowing about Calypso's presence there is probably some threats tossed around here or there.
Threats of air.
We also know that he was in league with Scarlet King at the time, and so he most likely has some sort of command position in regards to that. But neither here nor there. The main reason I also asked is that how they hound you, it's not right.
Yeah, I completely agree, because
it's reinforcing some very bad habits in you. I had this conversation with not just your sister, but also Cynthia. Because of the fact that they are that way, you have this tendency to try and think of every possible avenue. And you overthink yourself. If you were a machine, you'd go rampant from overthinking.
I never really thought of it that way, to be honest.
It's one of the things that, I won't lie to you, when I had the conversation with Cynthia, it wasn't exactly the most polite of them. I was very upset. But one thing that I wanted her to try and see if she couldn't do is at least try to get people around, not to make this sound weird, but that place. Because not just the airship is obviously where you're involved, but I mean the world that everything around them and revolves. I digress. I want her to try and help hold people back. Too many times, people will get on to other people for what could have went wrong. Yes. There are plenty of situations where you must, go into it with that thought process of, what could go wrong. But there are some things that we do that are completely out of our control. What happened to you and Poi was just one of those. From all the intel that we had, from everything that we had thought of, we thought it was safe. I mean, Annabelle has a good sense about it, and even she didn't have this, feeling that it would be a bad thing to do. And she doesn't have any idea of what's going on. She has a good gut feeling about things, but that's what she told me at least. She figured that you guys would have been fine. Otherwise, she probably would have tried to tag along herself, knowing her.
Yeah,
But that said,
even sometimes now, and I hate to say this, I feel like in that situation there could have been things that I could have done better to prevent both of us from getting captured, but as you said before, it was out of our hands.
you had no idea of who rests behind that mask. That is, the anonymity of the Ravens is the greatest threat. Because it's not just the ones that we've named. There are plenty of other Ravens that are in service to them. All kinds of individuals who attempted to climb the tower and perished on the way up, and thus became part of the tower. Which means they could have had any number of abilities. For all you knew, they could have been, I don't know, Sith or Jedi and force grabbed you or something.
I guess.
I say that how it played out was probably one of the best things possible. To be honest, they could have used you as some kind of bartering chip. Just like, well, what they did with David.
With David and Scarlet Kane, I
Or,
assume?
yes, remember, they too got caught off guard while in Zinthara.
Right. Right.
Likewise, they could have killed you on the spot. Mm-hmm. So, well, I will say this, your method of escape was definitely not the one I would have picked. All's well that ends well. And to be fair, you two aren't the first people to jump into random rifts in space-time. And you won't be the last. And make it out okay, too, mind you. There are plenty of people who end up running through the shallow layers of the in-between, running for their lives.
Fair. I do have a question, though, actually. In regarding, I guess, the overall topic is the best way to put it.
Of course.
Mainly just a curiosity. We know where the door is. Would it not be possible to gather all the champions and vanguards and try to open the door and climb the tower?
We have to figure out what is locking that door. Which is one of the reasons why in a world I've been wanting to get my eyes on it so I can figure it out.
I think it's that device up in the courtyard.
The device that's in the camp.
Yes, that doesn't really give me much to go on, because all that is a focusing iris. It channels energy. It can be used in a many number of ways, actually. It could be used as an artillery weapon, or it could be used to channel energy into something. I have to see how it's being implemented down there if I'm to draw any conclusion as to what in the world's actually locking that door. Which, thinking about it, I probably should have actually tried to look at the door when I went down there.
There's another thing.
I tried to go down there to parlay. I didn't get a response.
There's another thing.
Yes.
Was Zarkon and Ravis people that are key to the tower?
Are they key to the tower? The answer is yes.
Like Scarlet.
Well, I mean, they're key in the situation that they're in right now with everything that's going on.
It's because Scarlet's still needed, because why not just force her back or figure out that? It's because they, all that, but also you have to guys, well, the champions have to fight her. I already overheard that from David. The champions need
at
to
the
fight
end of
her.
the day, there will be a day that we will have to release Scarlet Kane from her prison. Much to the chagrin of Nomad.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, that's also a good bartering tool in the end of the day. Honestly, maybe that's something I'll attempt to do. See if I can't go into the tunnels again, because unlike everyone else, I can teleport and they can't follow me through it, as many people have tried. And if they can, well, the place they'll end up teleporting to, they're not going to find themselves at any, point happy.
But the main reason.
That said,
sorry, you first. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, that said, if we could figure out how to unlock the door, yes, we could get to the tower.
Got it. Main reason why I was asking is after going through that experience, I guess in a way I realized from my own perspective how much pain and suffering the tower can cause if gone too far. And
Hello, darling.
Hey, Blake.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you three?
Fine.
Alive.
Are you still in too? Huh.
But that was the main reason why I was asking.
At the end of the day, we definitely need to take the steps in order to at least get to a point where it's resolved. That's one thing I definitely want to do. Which is why, well, I do believe I will be taking at least a slight initiative on myself to go look at that door. See if I can't glean anything from what's going on.
Would it be alright if I tag along, just in case?
No, you're not allowed.
Understandable.
This is a situation that will require the most discreet. And I'm a shapeshifter. I can turn myself into anything. For one thing, I could be a blood blossom wandering around down there.
Got it. That's fair.
What brings you here today, though, Blake or Shiro? I can't remember which one.
What is this where I start copying
Black hair
somebody?
Blake. Shiro's white.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but I
it's
always
spy
have a habit
versus
of
spy.
doubting myself. Oh, bite.
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry, I'm old.
But Oishi's here for a visit, and she dragged us along.
Oh,
I'm gonna head to the arena for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's currently having a chat with one of her kids. I think that one's Athena.
Yes.
Yeah.
One.
There she is.
Oh, Ishi, it is good to see you.
Hello. Hi, my dear. How are you?
I've been doing well.
Real quick, can I just pull you aside while they're having a chit-chat?
Look as beautiful as always.
I try.
Good news, I assure you.
I could use it, to be honest.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I nipped the problem in the butt before it became a problem. So, you know how Dragono, Cernia, pretty much half the founders are all idiots. They make questionable deals with individuals of questionable morals pretty easily.
To an extent, yeah.
Okay, so I spoke with Miss Ram, the one who helps with the research on the ship.
Angela?
She was uncomfortable with Yes, Angela. I can never remember her actual name. It sucks. So, after talking with her, I decided to dispose of a dangerous artifact on the Azure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good news. It's gone now. The downside is I owe you a new safe. I didn't give Akura money. I gave her credits to compensate. If you need more, let me know.
Well, kind of hard for me to compensate knowing that I'm not around there most of the time. Been
I forgot about that.
helping Calypso.
Well, then, let me say this. Know that it's in good hands because I'm keeping an eye on things.
Thank you. How is Dragono, by the way?
That's a complicated one. Cernia messed her up good, it seems, mentally speaking. She's not connected to... Or, well, she is connected, but she's not interacting with the two inside of her.
War crimes are just mercenary groups and
But she's in good health, physically speaking.
only countries are beholden to the walls of Geneva.
I also heard that she doesn't consider herself a Klausel anymore.
I wonder if there's a
or
living
sister.
planet.
Give that time. A name is a name. Actions will speak louder. Remember that.
Talking about Dragono?
Yep. Mentally speaking, she's fucked.
I'm not going to
Physically,
really
she's
talk
actually
about
doing
that.
pretty good.
The best person to talk to in terms of learning at least what's going on the spiritual side of things would probably be Lyria. Lyria would be a good choice. They're, from my understanding, they're a really old, like, spiritual dragon of some sort. And they've been helping Dragono.
But, yeah. She's gotten the funny eyes on her head, which is a problem. But that's a problem I'm not equipped enough to deal with.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's known as ego corruption.
I don't know the term for it, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
But-
I've noticed it seems to have worsened ever since her sword was taken away from her.
It's okay.
From what I was told, an individual that wore a suit, they have they seem to specialize in ego things and that side of stuff. And this all happened back when they decided to open up the big box that was locked up in Dragono, but again, I don't know a lot about it. You'd have to ask Lyria. She knows more. And she's pretty tight-lipped, considering Dragono's a patient of theirs.
Okay. Okay.
I know it has something to relate to the thorns, though. Apparently something in...
I know far too much. And I'm already walking a fine line. Alright. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say without causing problems for myself and others, so, let's just say you've helped.
Perhaps I should
You're
get
fine.
in contact with this person, because they know a lot more.
Is there anything else you need?
But no, you're good. Just know that she's going to be okay. I'm taking care of her and keeping an eye on the people on the ship. I'm going to make sure it doesn't burn down.
Hey, Kaiga.
How are you? Didn't really have the chance to talk to you after your trip.
I've been trying. I really have been. It's just been hard.
Anyways.
Lick her eye.
Do you want me? Never mind. I've seen some manga.
What?
I might just head to the arena. I don't know at this point.
Thanks for the PTSD that I didn't want to remember.
You did that to yourself.
From time to time, but nothing. Six in one hand, half a dozen in the other, if she can.
Right, she's probably
As it stands, unfortunately, a threat came to a village, and well, made the lives of her people. The lives of her people.
But how have you been, Kaiga? It's been a while.
Not the best either.
I guess it's not the best for everyone, personally.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you got anyone else has gotten info to you yet, but guess he has passed away.
I heard.
Okay.
You'd be ashamed if I just... Guys, alright? I feel like I walked into a very shitty thing.
No, you're fine.
Just everything's going on.
Yeah.
From all that she told me, From all that I can piece together, she went out on her own accord and how she wanted. So I know she wouldn't want that her friends would grieve too long. She went out how she wanted, and I think that's the most respectable thing that you can do.
That's fair.
And she's probably the only person where I'm not saying give it a week.
People are just insensitive or idiotic.
No.
Who would like to fight? We're trained with me and Hope. Would anyone like to do a three-way fight? How about you?
Might as well. I'll go grab my gear.
Understood. I will let the queue know that we're using the arena. I'm going to be loud. Simulation?
Yeah, I was about to ask, how about I get you guys a clock running? Or two?
I could do that as well.
I don't mind.
Wanna go to Miss Q? And this time actually ask so it doesn't happen like last time?
Okay, I've already told them I will let them know we're gonna do a simulation instead.
Alright.
Told them this way to fight.
Alright. Jay, you wanna fight? Oh, you wanna go
do a
Clara?
simulation. Kaiga wanted to help us run a simulation. Same difference though. Make sure to join the arena comms. If it's Zarkon, you know what to do. If it's something else, then we also know what to do. If we could become the darkness. What is that one?
Not sure. But it seems like we're in for a fight then.
Be prepared. This will scare you.
Okay.
One is in shadows.
That's one of the assassins. Okay, okay then. Something that big I can't compete with.
Using a strategy of distraction. Stickiness.
Got it. There you are. Little warning.
Not over yet. Where is Archon already gone?
He's down.
Don't stop yet. It may not be over.
I know.
Kaiga's out. Come on. I don't feel good either. My chest is caved in a little bit from Zarkon thrusting into me. I think I need to take Korra and myself out. Zarkon did get a direct hit on my chest, and I believe my armor is caved in, so... Ow.
Yeah, go on with that.
For me, that poison's still running through me.
Here. I got you. Was a little bit injured.
Hey, Sparkplug, you want to help me interrogate Zach or something?
Later.
Give us a moment. We just did training. Give us a second.
Oh, okay. Then head back in.
I'm sweating. My chest being caved in by my armor. That hurt.
I don't like being poisoned.
Good work, though.
Yeah.
A lot better. Those are painful.
How was everything?
It's not that hard to do so.
Pretty good for my part. Like I'm not. No, obviously it's David's place to.
I will state I learned a new move for Zarkon because he did the feint and then he thrust his sword into my chest as I went to strike. That was actually not expected. That hurt.
And your hands were the only ones that
Expect the unexpected, you know.
Well, it's good.
Carl, we had that. We had that talk before, and you have been getting better on that record. But make sure you don't throw yourself into the enemy. To not be the wall. You had Brutus with you, the perfect shield.
We that one time you in that corner, I saw that explosion, and that hit you pretty hard. That's what I was worried about. Let me.
But other than that. Other than that, it went very well. Like, now I just have to wait for it. Whenever they try to, you know, to because I saw Zarkon was against you. Besson was against you. They tried to switch multiple times and you were not letting them, which was really good. You like keep on getting them occupied on the opposing force, so that was really good.
We swapped a few times just to make it fun.
You know, in dancing, you know, one is the one that handles the dance, the other one follows. You were definitely handling that dance and not following
That's even
it.
assuming it's on the ship and not with whatever bullshit Zach is.
So now we do dodge training.
Bound.
You hear that, Kiri?
I know that.
I don't know. I'm just like,
I know that they're in possession of that other
should
one
we do
that
dodge
Maxine
training?
had,
Because
but,
they missed it.
Not sure if
I
the
do
other
believe
one, no,
about that
Dragono had
time.
good,
Probably got that one
a
too.
good tie on that.
Dodge training it is.
Right, Sparkplug, you want to help me interrogate Zach
You'll have to
find
forgive
out what
Rufus
he-
because
what he did with,
he won't do the
that
dodging.
sword.
The what?
It looks like Jade.
Dragono had a sword. It was taken away from her. It was hidden behind a bookshelf in the library for a short time. It's no longer there, so I need to interrogate Zach to find out where it is.
Definitely not.
Because that dumbass will do
definitely
something
willing to damn a whole
stupid and
city.
will cause a lot of trouble if he starts fucking around with it.
You're welcome.
I mean, when you think about it, everyone on that airship does something stupid.
Sorry, quiet down, please.
Unfortunately, but the goal is to mitigate the stupid as
Yeah,
best
you
we
okay?
can. And unfortunately, this sword will
The
cause
sword's
a lot
on
of issues
KFC?
if not
Freaking out for some
found
reason.
and returned. Bathroom, mama.
Anyways, I'll be right back.
Have fun. Have fun dodge training. Be safe.
Or were you just helping afterwards?
You're not joining, Koi?
I don't need to join. I'm a professional.
Yeah? Is that so? You're really good at like running away and going,
I was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Involves me living. Yeah.
I am sweaty.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Stretching in that armor did.
Trust me, I killed more people acting like that than not acting quiet.
You know,
I
I forgot to do something.
honestly wasn't
Because it throws 'em
expecting to
off
fight
guard
Sake, but expect
So
the
I was-
unexpected.
I forgot to do one thing.
Sake, that was the person in the shrine.
I believe me.
No, that's,
I haven't actually
yeah.
been able to see her just yet.
That was Neko
I only
Hasuki.
recently got back from the mountain this morning.
I forgot to explode, and I have a lot of built-up
We fought
energy
her
in
at
the
the
armor. Give me one
airport.
second.
Is that a safe
It's going to be
distance?
bright. I am sorry.
Is that a safe distance to do it? Oh, you're doing the arena. Okay.
Is in the mountains by
don't fucking crush Kiri.
Crush Gary, crush Gary, crush Gary, kill it, kill it. Beat Curry to death. I mean,
Thank you.
She doesn't normally go to the mountains. Right?
beat her with a bat.
I forgot to explode out my built-up energy. Now I can change.
Yeah, sometimes a man needs to explode when they're really pumped up.
Only when requested.
I guess
Yeah.
it's fair.
Did you hear that tall people liquefy hips? You know, something of death by snoot. I mean,
I hate you sometimes, you know
I
that?
finally wanted to come back.
well, at least it's sometimes. And at least you can admit to it. Everybody else are too pussies about it.
I always admit to everything. And that got me into problems.
Wanted to check in on them.
Like
while I
Q.
got the chance.
Q shows up after I said that too.
Anyone else gonna do dodge training? I'm not
cat
doing
shows
it. I'm
up.
sweaty.
I'll do dodge training.
I'm gonna watch.
I am
And
also
of
going to
course,
watch.
I had that with me, so I'm so glad I was able to see you.
I certainly hope that you prepared yourself and all of that.
Alright, you guys, good luck. I don't have to do dodge training.
Ah. Are you all ready?
No.
Kinda.
Ready.
Alright. As always, the objective here is to survive.
I guess I'll die.
Don't be trying to go hurting yourself before it even begins, boys.
Sorry, I have 2 left feet at the moment.
You should get 2 right ones then.
Then you'll have 4 feet underground.
Oh, man, I can reach my own height.
Stop sitting behind
Right. I mean, to be fair, it won't really matter where you all stand.
Got it.
It's uppercase Q.
Right.
Just like that.
Then we will begin. Now.
Okay. Okay.
Why is she so big?
Okay. 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 That is big.
I'm being abused by mother again.
You'll be fine.
Have you tried hitting her back?
This is dodge training. Okay.
Goodbye, eyebrows. You were looking at me.
Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
Too many boys.
You sometimes get used to it. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes?
Sometimes. Just keep moving. I should not be here.
Look at she has plenty, but she gives none.
I blame you. She looks at us and comes this way. I blame you. I blame that rat. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay. Okay. Me too, me too, me too. It's dodge training. It's dodge training. Remember, it's dodge training. Okay. No attacks! No attacks!
Women.
Like the one that's probably gonna come towards us? I told you! I told you! That's a lot of balls.
Congratulations, you have survived the 10-minute gauntlet. I might say, good job.
It's always Korra's fault.
Boy.
This is why I got picked last on volleyball team. Get that shit away from me. Get that shit away from me.
Get the shit away from me.
Get the frick over here, you stupid rat.
Electricity makes you sound fucked.
Prepare for trouble. Make it double.
I feel like I'm listening.
Hey, Polly.
No!
Stop!
Can you shoot lightning at me?
God. What do you two think you are? Team Rocket or something?
Thank you.
I try to remember that for the next time. I'm just gonna charge you up.
Team Rocket is a Pokemon thing, don't worry. Ask the hatchling if you want to know, she's obsessed with Pokemon.
I'll remember that for next time.
So many balls on one side.
Yeah.
One of the many different strains.
They tend to hurt. But for you, Poi, I'll try to remember that for next time. Or now.
I'm breaking your hips.
What the? Huh?
I never left.
No, you left the Small Bone Disease Club a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Miss Q.
Imagine having no arm disease.
You are welcome, darling. But, that said, that actually took a little bit out of me, so I gotta go take a break.
Alright, come on.
That's a nice day.
5-hour energy. I'll fix it.
Drink 8 of them in a row for 40 continuous hours of energy.
Hey, Poi.
That's not how that works, but alright.
Drink 4 8-hour energy drinks into the forbidden hour.
Oh, definitely.
5-hour energy.
You're nobody's gonna take that from me.
Forbidden hour of the day.
Kaiga, you saw me?
If I say so myself.
I was dancing.
Yeah, you did great,
Dancing
yeah.
with the balls.
How did you enjoy your first dodge training?
That was the worst experience since dodgeball in school.
It was certainly something.
Well, too many more, right?
I was debating to just take my baseball bat and
You can.
but it's gonna break.
Then just walk out.
It won't break if you use it and reinforce it correctly.
True. Never tried to channel magic in an object.
Oh my god, that only ends up in disaster. Ugh.
Yeah. This guy is so meta.
I thought I was the
I'll get my rifle.
On with a banjo.
Shoot him.
Who was standing behind me and wanted to kick me down? Who was that again?
Smooth.
Yes, smooth brain.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where I go do the funny?
What funny? You do so many funnies.
Inject the blood of Sasha into my leg.
Why just the leg?
Has a major artery that goes straight to the heart.
Fair.
I mean, that's why you do an EpiPen. Orange to the sky, blue to the thigh. I mean, blue to the sky, orange to the thigh. Sorry, I had the colors backwards.
Kaiga.
What's bothering you?
I don't even know where to start, to be honest. It's just a lot has been happening recently, and don't get me wrong, things happen for a reason, and that's a good thing. But depending on the scenario, it can be devastating.
I mean, the reason can still be fucking shit.
Yeah. But, I'm trying to put this in the words, sorry.
You good?
I guess I'm just struggling to have all these conflicts resolved so things can be okay for a lot of people.
And you don't think that those people can resolve that conflict themselves?
No, I believe they can. Don't get me wrong. They have the mindset and power to do so, but sometimes I wish that they never happened in the first place. But knowing that they did happen, I would assume that they would want to get these conflicts resolved as fast as possible so that people can live somewhat of a normal life.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty normal response to it. But you making yourself crazy over it or trying to put everything into it are not gonna resolve it quicker.
When you told me that Cass passed away, it reminded me of someone that I knew that passed recently as well. My friend's wife, Kristoff. They passed away due to the rogue hunters in Astera. I don't know the full details, but I just wish stuff like that could just end so people don't have to always suffer. Or even face the consequences.
Sadly, that whole thing is just part of living. A week before Cassie died, she called me up and I helped her fight those bounty hunters. And she said the reason why she wanted me to be there, not just, to help her, but also so she could talk a last time with me. She said she already took care of her kid. She made sure she's safe. She set up the money. She knew that she's gonna die the week after. She was ready for it. And when I went here, I talked to Athena, I talked to Enfria, I talked to Miss Q, and I said I don't know what I should do. If I should intervene, if I should stop it. At the end, Cassie wrote her story, and she wanted to end that story on her own accord, so I respected that. Not everybody gets that chance. Some people's story are ending quicker and abrupt. But you know their story, you know everything else that happened before that, so keep that and tell those stories, those memories. And whatever conflict it was that happened for it, you can rip yourself apart, limb for limb, body part for body part, to the soul core to make sure that it is resolved. And do everything that you can do, but at the end, the things will run their natural course. And you struggling and killing yourself for that, almost, may make it move faster, but it may just come back. So you need to pace it, you need to trust in others. Every story ends, and that also goes for conflicts or the bad guy.
Yeah.
But if it's one thing I learned from the entire thing that I went through with LF and that entire war that I was leading, is that putting everything on your own shoulders and just wanting to basically punch it in the face until it's gone, it's gonna do more bad than good. You're gonna end up being a husk. You're gonna end up hating everything and everyone. You're gonna end up like Sachi.
Weirdly enough. Yeah, and I hate to say this, people. Well, I wouldn't say people. Poi said sometimes my mindset reminds them of Sachi, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've never met them.
Sachi was a good man at the beginning, from all I know and hear. He tried to do everything on his own to make sure the people that he loved and the community that he was building is safe. But he put everything on his shoulders, and I think that just drove him crazy. If you hear the clock when the Raven comes, in there he says it. He says that he does it for his people. And I think that just ended up having him to break boundaries and do everything in his power to make sure it runs his way, even forcing people he lost to go like he wanted. And there was a time I was doing the same. If someone would have spoken up, I would be aggressive. I would hurt them. If someone wouldn't exactly run like I wanted to, I would threaten to kill someone. And that all because I wanted to protect him, because I wanted to be that wall. You still are not over the mindset of being the one that blocks an enemy when it comes at you, even if it's 5 times the size of you. And I think that's not just in fighting, that's also for you when on any emotional level, you are the one that takes the brunt. You don't have to be always the one that is the wall, that takes everything on their shoulders. Be there for your friends and work together on it. As a Theron, I can tell you, shit always sucks. And it's always bad. It's always left and right. It's never getting better, but being there with your people, with your friends, that's the light.
Growing up, the only person that I knew that was part of my family was Cernia. I knew that I had a mom and dad, but I don't know much about them. Growing up, I always saw myself as one that protects, one that takes the full force so that others don't. It's why I consider myself the protector of Zenogres, a species in Astera, because I care for them dearly, as much as I care for my friends as well, and my family. Sometimes I still feel like they treat me like a little kid that can't even protect themselves. Not all the time, obviously, but it's just those instances where I feel like they're just babying me. I feel like it shows that I feel like I could do more so they won't baby me constantly.
It shows that they love you. They're scared about you. They 100% see that you take so much on your shoulders that you are being the wall. So they're scared.
Still at the arena, why?
Your sisters, your friends, boy. All of them care a lot about you. All of them are worried if you're hurt, if you throw yourself in an enemy to protect someone.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you remember the name of that other raven? Not the Damon one, but the other one that starts with E? Epsilon? Epsi something. Even Brutus is forgetting. Sorry, been a while. My brain was mushy after they...
Was this a raven that we saw in Hollow City?
Yes. Not the one that was like David, but the other one. Like Nomad.
I think It was Epsilon. I could be wrong.
Understood. We might have a small meeting to go over things with whoever was there.
Mm-hmm.
David and Nomad are here, as well as Calypso.
Oh.
Yes,
We
boy.
need your memory. We need your brain to remember a few names.
Kaiga or mine?
You.
What names in particular?
What ravens we ran into.
When escaping or in Hollow City?
Hollow City. David's here and we're gonna quickly let them know. 5-minute venture, hopefully. Come, Kaiga. You're now part of the problem.
Huh? I'm
You're
a
now
part of the problem.
Because Sachibo. I mean, that would be an ass move for me to do. You know, just fucking replicate his blood and just fucking stab people with it.
You want Korra to come to the meeting room, or?
Yeah, come on.
I'd say you can come as well. If you wish.
If it starts going through loops, then just leave.
It's fine. That's not my place.
Your place is under. Never mind.
But,
On your
thanks,
back.
Kaiga. I appreciate it.
We continue that talk another time, okay?
Yeah.
I hate the apple of Eden. I really do. I'm gonna say the N-word. New Hampshire.
You're terrible. Well, we see you around.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I sit with the Vanguards, huh?
Maybe. Take care, Kaiga.
You too.
Okay. Expedition, still getting used to the new name. So I'll tell you then.
Sintara.
Zandara.
I'm so sorry.
Bloody living there with their people, and I can't remember the name.
They're gonna catch me up.
I apologize.
It's fine.
You seem to be hunched over a little bit. Are you alright?
He's getting old.
Am I hunched over? I
Oh.
say shut up!
Aren't you like 50?
But, to continue where I left off,
It's just a slight hunch. It's not that bad.
I consumed it.
Yeah, me too.
Why are we having
A lot of images flashing.
You're making him self-conscious.
Yeah, now I am very self-conscious.
Some of them not so nice.
Yeah.
You look like you're like 30.
Whatever. I'm just gonna deal with it.
I give it I'll be in a moment.
Crazy.
Hold on a second.
Huh? What?
Just never mind. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see anything.
I didn't have. I'm coping a lot.
I think a lot of us are.
Oh, it could be worse, could be better. Still.
Makes sense. Maybe we are a bit more in common than I thought.
Yeah.
That's not always easy for me to do.
No.
I'll keep that in mind.
So how's your lungs and everybody else's?
I would say acclimated. Kind of like lifting a weight. Like wearing weighted clothing and then suddenly taking it off.
Hmm? What do I do?
Oh, that's a good thing.
Congratulations.
At least your body hasn't done the weird opposite of some others. Get used to it, and then the moment they breathe normal air, they get injured from it.
Oh, goodies. That makes this. Oh, let me.
I'm not intruding, am I?
No, actually.
Having this thing in, actually, it's perfect.
I'm trying to.
It makes it totally perfect.
Well, good luck with that. He's got a castle to run here shortly.
What a nerd.
Well, you got me, so.
I don't really know how to start with opening things here. I think this is everyone, eh?
No.
Alright, well, I guess I'll start by kind of going with, where we've been, and then Poi has already informed of us some rather unfortunate news that Ikuhal had experienced within Hollow City, so I suppose it is, advantageous for us to know what happened there. Alright, well, as far as, our side of things go, it hasn't really been all that eventful, thankfully. I'm positioning doors up on daily at the entranceway of where the ravens enter into Xanthara to keep them well protected. And Sarkon has been acting as a guard and watching the door. Outside of that, we've been enjoying Calypso's cooking and well, keeping the peace, I suppose, learning to enjoy the village. Keeping an eye out, of course, on all things for worst case scenarios. Now I'll transition to, I suppose, whichever one of you feels the need to, well, Poi had already opened up by informing us of some... Well, if Raven sees Zarkon and takes him as a threat, then Zarkon will begin performing necessary actions. If he is under duress, he will let me know, and we will go to his aid.
Oh, we take it.
Yes?
I guess, do you want Brutus to say what he know? My brain kinda mushed from that event, because...
If you want to open up, Brutus, you're more than welcome to. I'm just passing the torch, I suppose.
I remember one name definitely of one of the ravens, and Higgs mentioned that they were you, but they called themselves Damon. And they said they called themselves Damon because it's nomad backwards, and they thought it was funny.
Which I still think is ridiculous, and I find it hard to believe.
I am just communicating what they said.
There's also Sorry, go ahead.
There's also, we were trying to remember the name. We settled on maybe Epsilon, but that might not be it. My brain is mush from whatever happened in Hollow City. It was very bad. Civilians attacking each other, drift energy everywhere. There's a lot of dead. Lots. This Damon started executing civilians as we were walking to go find this other raven.
Yes, yours started executing civilians.
Do you guys want to give us more of an overview of what happened?
They were...
It is probably yes. Oh, you got it.
I mean, Ares got shot due to it. The whole area was covered with drift, and if you stayed outside in the rain, you were seen as an entity of them. Everybody freaking out and shooting each other and attacking each other.
Every last one of them were infected with it. I tried to use a remove curse sigil. The guy got liquidated in my hands. He quite literally melted in my hands like goop. I am sorry for using that word there. I still almost can't believe that it happened, but it kind of happened. We essentially try to go to the heart of the source, which was the main like security defense building, to see if there's any kind of like last defense. So far, it's just been really scared civilians that were in there. We try to rally them up and try to get them as bunched up together in a room where we can defend it from any of the infected. There was non-humanoid monsters that were starting to breach out and attack us. Also made from the drift energy. We found Damon in that said security building. He almost couldn't believe that he saw all of us, and he couldn't even tell which ones were the champions and not, asking which one of us were the champs and who was not, and looked at me, more specific, and said, "Why are you a chick?" This confirmed the idea that this was not a nomad that came from a similar point of origin, but more of a different point of origin. Maybe someplace where I never transformed or transitioned, or someplace where Higgs never not became a half-human.
He had no decorum whatsoever. He was kind of an asshole. No offense.
He was a pig.
Very much so.
Sorry. Anyway. He was very, very, very jokester-like. Did everything off the whim of as he saw fun, or to his best, I guess, interest, or even how something to keep him entertained. He'll do it. That kind of type. Try to execute people in the streets. We stopped him before he did and played along with him a little bit to try to kind of ease him into the comfort, saying that, oh, you know, we're just joking around at each other. And then we eventually had him lead us to Epsilon, or I guess a other version of you, Nomad. Or he
I
wanted
figured
me
out
to
Echelon. Fuck. Sorry. The name was Echelon.
Echelon.
Echelon is, I believe, the name. The proper name. I just knew it was in that. I apologize for interrupting. I've been...
No, thank you for correcting me. Echelon was the one that ordered for your capture and, well, extermination. He said that he would only cease if he saw you dead, and we asked him why, and that he said that it would become an inevitability that the drift energy would grow so out of control that you eventually would break and cause all that to happen. We, of course, said otherwise, disagreed, said that you don't know him, you don't know the kind of man he's become. We don't see that ever happening, coming to fruition. And he seemed pretty sworn to the idea, head to toe, no swaying, that that was going to happen and that there was no other way than to see you exterminated.
Mitsu wants to ask a question.
Don't... The...
I appreciate your words, but I don't really need them right now.
Beyond that, we had conversation with these two ravens, and they stated all the things that you are, and then as they stated, inevitability, and then they gave us the task to save a bunch of civilians, which was honestly a ruse. It seemed to be
He lured us deeper into the factory that we were led into, and then we were then enveloped by some kind of drift illusion, where we were put into the long corridor maze structure, where we found the heart again, tried to eliminate the threat from its source, then put even further deeper into a trance or sequence where we had to battle drift creatures. Don't know if it was within the mind or whatever, but the injuries I received came with us after we came back to. We've tried to have a heart-to-heart with Echelon and say that, hey, you know, this isn't all you think it is. This isn't the kind of path that you should be taking. Look at us. Look at what happened with us and what we did to change our fate, change our history. And I guess we found a null in the system somewhere, because as soon as he started to agree to the terms, he executed himself and corrected it.
There were multiple versions of this echelon that we fought, and it seemed like they were almost... They said that they were part of experiment or something? Am I remembering right? Before we started? Something about your past. I don't know.
But essentially, we had Echelon infight in on itself after it started to give in to our plea, I guess. But at the end of all of it, we came back out of it. She pulls down on her collar, and you see the little red cut. These haven't went away yet. Don't know how to get rid of them either, so.
How's the city? Did he stop
It
after
is.
that?
The city was promptly we came back out and it looked like everything kind of, besides the chaos of what just happened, was still kind of there. We didn't see any more drift. At least not on from my end.
The city is practically in chaos, though, I would imagine. There are so many dead. There is not much we can do.
But you guys dealt with the problem at least, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing says they won't come back, though.
Needless to say, this is a lot to take in.
I am
I'm
sorry.
feeling a little sick to my stomach, to be honest.
That's the reason why it was kind of short with you guys. I wanted to actually get some of the...
Called Damon, you described them as Higgs mentioning they were me. Ares, you stated they were another variation of Nomad.
I like to think that, and it was even theorized when we were all together. These were people from different points moving forward. Because the other you saw me and kind of looked at me like as I was a complete stranger. I was like, why are you a chick now? Like it was never going to happen. And then... And Higgs not being a full star child. He seemed indifferent.
Yes.
Again, it was not a version of you, more or less a anger of your
Cold,
past.
calculating, and similar coloration, but wearing robes and...
Here, actually. She put 7 pocket sides it all the way down the table. Here's what old Echelon looked like.
We also have pictures of this Damon I know too.
Can I destroy this?
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me.
Is there something wrong with that?
It's like looking in a mirror, except... Whatever, move on. Doesn't matter.
It's not. Perhaps a refresher. But if these are the ravens of ourselves, then their memories would cease upon the day that no one remembers. Their memories would continue from that point on, in wherever they were taken to, perhaps the tower. Whereas ours, that's where they are. That's what state of mind they continued from. You have photos of Damon, and that is what I am supposed to be, and like Nomad has expressed, don't destroy them, but I right now don't want to see them. Thank you.
I'd imagine that they're kind of weird looking, or I guess surreal for you guys, so... But yeah, those were the only two that we saw in the city. It was just those two. I guess in terms of ravens go.
I see.
That is essentially it.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't really know what to say. I guess I'm
Why would you need to say sorry? This was not your fault.
Well, evidently, whatever I was going through turned into that.
But that's not you. To be clear, that is not
More
you.
precisely, the moment
Don't you do
after
this.
a wish was made.
I know.
That is for speculation. There has been debates that the answer for that question is yes. But
It's hard to not feel something though, but yes.
I'm not 100% sure. There's been
And
a
that's
lot of
what makes you
things that
different,
we've
friend.
seen in the past that
You
led
have
us to
feeling.
believe that yes.
I,
And there's been a lot of things said that leads me to believe that yes, there are other ravens of all of us. But I was hoping that wasn't true. And part of me still does. So
The big thing why I wanted to mention this is because at least I saw it, and Higgs, I believe, was the other one that saw it. I never saw it myself. Was Calypso and Scarlet being there in the deeper parts.
They were there.
I believe that was the hallucinations.
That's why I asked you if they were you. Well, you're here now, so. And Calypso didn't leave you guys, so that was the biggest part of everything. Was making sure that it was just a illusion on my end.
besides, I probably shouldn't ask these questions, but besides shooting civilians and, well, being a pig, did he say anything that, I don't know, was significant? Anything at all? Something about the past, maybe. I'm not. I just want to gauge him, I guess.
Mm. I have to go. Something's come up. I do apologize.
Mostly it anyways, boy, thank you.
I didn't want to like drag on to like other things. It wasn't supposed to be like longer than 5 minutes, but let's just say something on my end just came up. I apologize.
Take care.
Thank you.
No, they don't. They don't know my life in Inland's Reach. None of that. Well, if there is an unfortunate encounter, and Damon is ask him about my wife.
Higgs did mention that, I believe, didn't he?
Believe so, but I don't recall. A lot was
I don't
happening all
see
at
a
once.
response to that, though.
Ask him about the number 9. And how he got his name.
Number 9.
hopefully a positive reaction.
I'll remember it. I'll remember too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm with Nomad in regards to not really knowing what to say, but apologize in some way.
Well, good news is, well, there is good news to all this at the end of the day. All the city should be taken care of by the proper law enforcement now that the Drift presence is no longer there. There may be civilians scarred, but I'm sure over the course of time that they will find the building blocks to repair. We've done all we can. We've done our work. I'm sure some of us here can visit Hollow City at any time to do some reconstruction in our free time, but we have done all that we can at the current moment. With that being said, I think the best thing we need to do is just keep our heads low, not cause any more trouble for the city where we can, and listen to Miss Venus when she tells us to do something. Yeah?
Jolly good. Well, we'll continue to let you know of the outcomings of Synthara.
I feel like we should try to find a way to open that door, to be fair.
We are.
Tried budging it open, didn't work. So that
I
we can
know.
knock that option out of the way. Either way, that's all it, and that's kind of it for me. And for the record, Nomad. Sorry, Lloyd. I'll take 100 more of these if it means that you and I and everyone else can come out of this, okay?
I appreciate your resolve, Red Aries.
I made of sterner stuff. Mama didn't raise no bitch.
That's one way of saying it.
Yeah, we got people counting on us, right? So, best we can do is just continue holding the line, right? That's what our job is.
Oh.
Yeah, we all gotta try our best.
For the record, you are much just easier to talk to than whoever that guy was, so you got bonus points for that.
Thanks, I guess. Sure.
And I'll take you over him or any incarnation of whatever the fuck any day.
Yes.
You know, you gotta remember that armor is quite heavy when you do that.
Can...
Oops.
I should say something to everyone that everyone should be aware about. I was informed by Lady Q that Cassie has passed away.
Oh no.
She was killed by Leap Foundry.
Why the fuck do I keep hearing that name?
I don't think it should mess with what we're doing. I just informing what happened.
I'll talk to you more about that later, Nomad, but I'm gonna go outside for a second.
I'm more
important
annoyed
that I
than
tell you.
anything that this keeps coming up.
When did that happen?
Recently.
Thank you for letting me know.
Are you going to be okay?
Of course.
I was informed by Athena that they're going to have a celebration of their life at their headquarters. They invited Lady Q and myself and a few others, if they would like to come, that they are welcome to come. And Not that I am inviting you, but I would assume that they would probably be okay with you coming as well, if you can.
Yes, of course. I'll see what I can do.
I don't think... Did... Did Lady Calypso know them well as well?
I don't think she does.
Understood. I didn't know if there was someone else I needed to tell. Thank you for reminding me.
I appreciate it. Yes, me too, but right now I think I just need to...
She finally has some people that look up to her, and that makes me really happy. I think she always needed that.
a staff? Because I'm not spear staff. I knew pretty much what a insect blade is. Exactly. Exactly. I've actually been thinking about getting one.
Wrong pad.
Exactly. You could have gotten that one.
I will not be tempted to move. The ground here is nice.
Whatever's bothering you, he'll be okay.
I hope so.
Frankly, I don't even know what I do with the fucking insect other than. That's a bad idea. Stop it.
As someone who's lived for quite some time, yes. I say that so weirdly.
You do.
I've
You
seen
say that
a lot of
incredibly
shit.
awkwardly. You've seen a lot of shit. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of shit.
As somebody who is much older than them, it will get better.
Won't get easier, but it'll definitely get better.
Exactly. That's why I word it like that.
Nothing ever gets easier, does it?
Unfortunately, no. That is a rule of life, and is something that everybody must accept.
What if I...
Allow me to put a Live Leak logo right here.
I swear to fucking God, fuck you. Why are you sliding into the shadows as if you disliked that?
Oh no, they like that. They like that too much. We gotta let off some steam.
Box
Is that what the lotion is?
Shush you.
I fucking called it.
Leave me be.
Anyways.
That we get.
I am being honest though. It will be okay. Keep your chin up. Because if you can't keep your chin up, trust me, there is a point in time where I couldn't. And Athena taught me better. This isn't connected to the surface. It's a skyblock mod.
Shit, she's right. We need to get the cobblestone generator going.
Yeah, we gotta get the cobble generator. Shit.
Explode. No, you.
Hi, Korra.
Hey, no, man.
You okay?
I'll be fine, just a lot running through my mind.
Yeah, I feel that. I was gonna go ask Wayne to see if he's up for a duel to get my mind off things.
He was just here. I saw him leave, but...
He's over there.
Oh, alrighty then. If I didn't get kidnapped, I feel like none of this would have happened. If only I was smarter.
Miss Korra.
Oh, hi, Latum. I didn't know you
I
were...
am simply doing my rounds before I rest.
Got
Are
it.
you well?
Physically, I am fine. Mentally, not so much, but I think I'll be okay if I just keep moving forward.
Would you mind if I went to sit with you? I believe my rounds could wait a bit as I watch the stars for a few minutes.
I don't mind.
Wonderful to hear. What a sight to behold. Is it not, young Korra?
It is. It's really beautiful.
Each night, I put such a monumental task upon myself to try and count each star that I see. And every night I always come down to a different number. There is a story of old that I've heard, that each star in the sky, each countless star, is the soul of an individual who has been lost. And I surmise that's why each night my count is different. They light up the night blue sky for us to enjoy. Is that not wonderful?
Yeah. I sometimes wish that those who have passed into the afterlife can still see the stars.
We don't know for sure, do we? Perhaps they have a night sky such as we do here. Quite the thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nights like these I would oft find myself either alone or with Thalis in tow, watching the stars, counting, retelling of tales of old. Perhaps later I could show you a few spots where you can see all in its glory. Would that be nice?
That would be really nice, yeah.
One's mind can be as easily influenced by their surroundings. I find it to be calming. Just as my heart is calmed, seeing you back here in Heaven's Reach safe. I know not of what has happened or transpired, now or before. But know that should you require me, or any of Heaven's Reach's residents, we are always a call away. No matter what. That is what I promised to David, and by extension, this land. And that is what I shall promise to you all.
That means a lot, Latum. Thank you.
Oh, is that Eula too?
It would be I. You are correct.
Hello, Korra.
Hi, Calypso.
You're but enjoying this view on this quite fine night.
It is very enjoyable. I was complimenting your work today again while we walked through the tunnel.
It is as I must do. The only
He's so
thing to do,
humble.
really, being given this place to call a home.
You doing okay?
Trying. Really, really, really trying. I know I just have to press on and things will get better.
If there's ever something on your mind, Korra, I will have plenty of time to listen to you in Zendara.
Thank you, Calypso.
You're welcome.
Right then.
The Tree of Might Zero, shut the fuck up.
I will be continuing my rounds. You may find me atop the spire, should you wish to see me again.
Of course. Thank you, Latum. I mean it.
Farewell, young Korra. Should I not see you again tonight, I bid you the best of rests.
Thank you. Take care of yourself, Latum.
And may your footsteps fall firmly ever forwards.
Oh my god, Iron Dragon, thank you for the sub for 4 months. Awesome, awesome, thank you. And I gotta go be a temperamented brat punching something, hang on.
Don't overexert yourself, friend.
I'll be fine.
You okay?
If I didn't get captured, most of this stuff wouldn't have happened. Most of it.
What are you talking about? Hollow City?
Not that. If I found a way to prevent that, I would.
What are you frustrated about?
Just everything. Not only Cass dies, but a good friend of mine not too long ago, before Cass died, is gone. They died in Astera.
You cannot blame yourself for someone else's death. No matter what you have done in your lives, when someone passes away, that is the end of their journey and the beginning of another. If you punch things expecting that something will change in the past, then you'll only have broken fists. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry.
Why is he running away?
What? You'll be fine, Korra.
Why?
Come here.
I just wish there was something I could do.
You are doing something. You're living. Your job is to live and push forward. That's what they would want. They wouldn't want you breaking your fists. They'd want you to be fighting forward. Use that energy for something else. Because if you waste that energy, then it is wasted forever. How do you think I felt when my master died in the Warrens? For an entire year, I was trying to live up to him. To live up to his memory. When in actuality, he was trying to live up to me. And he proved that in my journey down into Warrens to do my pilgrimage to celebrate his life a year after he died. And he gifted me the helm and gave me the words to continue on my journey. He trusted me with life to continue forward. And while I'm not here to say those words to you, I would assume that both of your friends would sing to you to live on your life. It's okay to cry. That means you cared about them. But don't let them just be solemn tears. Take your time, friend. Take your time.
I don't know if it's the same person, but are you? Is it some? Who'd you lose?
A friend of mine, Cass, but 2 weeks earlier, I lost another friend of mine, Ariel.
I lost my friend Mari, and then Cass was my ex. And that was the only reason why I'm here is because of Cass. I saved her once, gave me a scar on my face. And unfortunately, I won't be able to see her anymore.
I didn't know Cass well, but I knew from what I saw, their intentions were always good.
They were a great person. That's why I strive to keep them alive as long as I could. And I literally told them I would die for them. Almost did. I've been destroyed ever since. Because I was there the day it happened. I was so proud of myself. I was first learning magic when I got here. And, me and Cass went in the little arena, and I actually won against them. I was so proud of myself. They were a huge motivation.
Now that you're jogging my memory, you put the pieces together. I understand now.
Well, no, because the lady had a bandana, and I saw the emblem on her bandana, and it reminded me of the
There's a lady?
Well,
simulation wasn't this time.
The Luna Kasai ladies. Yes.
Ravens.
David once
Wow.
said it. David had enough.
David called it cringe.
Wow. That was short-lived.
David called the clock entity cringe and it died. That's basically what just happened.
Knowing what David's going through, I understand why.
He's just there.
Yeah, what's going on? I used to work with him very closely. What happened?
A bunch of us recently found out that Cass passed away by LF.
I'm sorry, what?
Cass, the one that's friends with Kaiga.
Watch yourself, little
Yeah.
one. I don't want to knock you over.
I was there that day.
You have my condolences.
Same.
Building blew up. Not exactly.
Which building?
The Nine Heavens. Cass blew up.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why would they target that?
They had
'Cause they're
contractors
petty.
after them.
LF will do anything for power. Why do you think they took Kaiga's body?
Well, I'm not arguing that. It's just they're a brothel. Last I heard,
It was a brothel, and then it turned into a club. I was with Cass for quite a long time. I was security, and I used to be a partner of hers. So I watched all of this go from the early stages before the new body all the way up.
they're gonna pin this on Riot. At least try to.
Just another fucking terrorist group.
Yeah, the problem is they operate like a proper corporation. Light makes it hard to get them.
I fought them many times.
I fought them
Yeah,
a couple of times myself.
Aren't they that group that some people are just like, oh no, LF is fine? I've heard some people say, oh, they're fine.
Well, they
Some
can go
people
to
are
hell.
brainwashed.
Synthetics.
Others don't know.
I don't care what anyone says about LF, they can all go to hell.
Oh, I firmly agree with you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Free the sins you can, let the rest burn.
Seems like I have to talk with my boss then and get another group added to a very specific list. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Lord. You know her that well, kid? Did you know her that well?
To an extent. I knew they had a brothel. I knew they helped Kaiga. And I knew that they knew Athena.
Yeah.
We would talk a lot when she was here.
I've seen her about here, and I know her brothel was in the meat rack, but I can't say I knew her that well, if at all. But from what I did see, she seemed like a sweetheart.
She was.
She was.
I'm gonna target that.
It is getting late. I don't know if the others are about to leave.
Dragono might stay for a bit, but probably Mitsu staying the night. Oh my god, is that Mel? Oh my god, it's been so long. Hello.
Hi, Mel.
It has been. Oh,
hello, Mitsu.
Apologies, I've been away for a while. I've been.
Hugs.
I'll be honest, I've just been hunting and training.
Thank you.
You're fine. It's not your fault.
No, no, it is. Like, I never check in, right? So.
It's fine.
You know I'm going to get it back when I leave, right?
I see. I see what must be done here.
A scam. It's not a scam. It's just
Taking off for the night,
Oh
Hope?
god. Oh god.
You have a good night, Hope.
Take care, Hope. You know what she needs? She needs a nice movie night. With popcorn, snacks, chocolate, ice cream.
Movie night?
Ice cream. Yeah. Get some nice like bean bags and all that.
I'm going back to Zendara.
Bean?
Where the fuck is that?
Exodyssea.
Wait, Zendara. Read the bear?
Where the fuck's Exodyssea? Is that like an area in Taisogia?
No. It's, in short, another dying world.
I have a tendency to find those.
This one...
Wait, is that where you've been?
This one leads to the tower, though. And I'd rather have that completed and not have everyone suffer knowing that the tower still exists.
By yourself. You're going to go there.
I have 3 champions with me. I asked Calypso if I can go, and she said yes.
Okay. Then I had no complaints.
You've been there this whole time.
Yes, I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to tell you.
It's important to you, yeah?
Just...
Answer the question. It's important to you, yes?
It is. As much as Vyslogia.
And focus upon that. Vyslogia has been in its state for a long while. It can still be fixed. A few days, a few months, hell, even a few years will not change that.
Yeah.
Take the time you need. We're not going to be able to fix it overnight, over a week, or, well, lest I go down the times again. Vyslogia will take years for us to undo the damage. And it could even take us generations.
Yeah.
So, you do what is important to you, dear.
It's really nice to see you, Mel.
Oh, why are you green?
I can now move properly when I do this.
That's good to hear.
And there is another thing I can do. Now, be safe, and you will come back safe, understood?
Yeah.
Then go. Good girl.
I'm never letting you live that down, Korra. When did that happen?
they already leave? I see.
Two days in Heaven's Reach, and then immediately go back to Santana.
Okay, so two very
he's
painful
not-
and long days.
He's not gonna be very long. He's like, did you hear when I yelled at you? I was like, I'm not gonna fucking be
I
here
did,
long,
I heard that.
Nomad. Patience. He's like, I want to fucking have a decent day with my fucking daughter without all this bullshit.
The whole point I was going to Exoducia was to get
Without
trained.
hearing about friends of mine dying, without hearing about my fucking my raven self being a fucker.
That was a good session. I enjoyed it.
It was pretty good.
Likewise.
I got to talk to someone. 2 minutes. We were in here for like 2 minutes. It was all. It was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. My daughter's here. Hey, by the way, David. Toy just. By the way, David. Blah blah blah. And it's just.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude, Toy said, yeah, he was like acting like you, Nomad. It's like, what do you mean he was acting like me?
Just
What do you say?
Why does Poi have no feeling for timing? Why does Poi have no feeling for timing?
She just completely passive
Oh, hi, David. By the way, Cassie's fucking dead.
No, she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. Fucking Guns as Brutus was like,
Should I tell him? He's like, yeah, I should. And so he did after the meeting was adjourned.
So what did Poi do? She was like, we walk inside. She's like,
Yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, something happened. Some shit went down Hollow. And David was like, yeah, I mean, that's right. That is kind of what we're here for. Is also, getting informed and visiting. So yeah. So what's going on?
Alrighty, I'm gonna end the stream here. I will catch you all later. Bye bye.